Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight. On the last episode we finished up Deep Nest and we managed to unlock another lock on the Temple of the Black Egg by doing so. And additionally we found out that Sly was the master of the Nail Masters. So I guess the Nail Master. Or to say it easier, the Nail Sage. Which, as always with this game, just means you can't really judge by appearances. This time, we're back in Deep Nest for one more thing that I didn't really have time for before, but we're gonna do it now. It's one thing and it's not hugely important, but I want to show it, because I think it's somewhat important, but mostly just kind of interesting. So it's going to require us going, and additionally I just kind of want to fill out the map that we have, which means I'll have to revisit my least favorite enemies in the game one more time, the Stalking Devout. But that's okay, I'll do it just once more. Actually, I don't even know if they're going to show up on the way. But we're going to head back and then head up, because there was an upwards passage that we never finished, well, that we never explored rather, back in this room. And so we're going to see what we have up here. Ow, really? Okay. Oh, something I think I can mention about the beasts. Oh wait, no, actually, I already mentioned that. I was going to mention the shortcut that that you can take by just climbing up the wall, but I already said that last time, so there's no point. Oh well. So yeah, this is a lot of vertical movement up here. It's a very cool passage. It took a second to scratch myself, and immediately those two just come out of nowhere. Yeah, attacking these guys while you're on the same wall as them can be kind of tricky. Stop coming while I'm scratching my bloomin' shoulder, please. We're getting pretty close to being able to pay Divine back in the Grim Troop for whatever it is that she's doing to our charm bag specifically. Come on, give us the last bit here, and then there we go. Thank you. Now we have this opening in here. Hello. The Mask Maker. Is it mask or face upon the creature in Hollow Nest a difficult thing it can be to decipher? A wonderful thing to have a face, not a thing with which we are all blessed. For this kingdom's faceless, I shall provide. A mask, a face, does it need one? Does it not? To define, to focus, to exist. Okay, that's all he's got. So, Mask Maker, he seems to make a lot of the coverings that we've seen around the kingdom on various bugs and other fellows. And if you perform either Desolate Dive or Descending Dark in front of him, his mask comes off. I see another takes Mantle of King. Oh, hang on, this is about the Kingsman. I see another takes Mantle of King, then grim responsibility that shall bestow. No bug has ever laid claim to this hole. Even the beasts knew their limits and bound their realm at Nest's edge. It is the ancient caste that made attempt at such vast rule. Hollow Nest's throne reflects well those fair attempts. It sees the face beneath, or could it just be another mask? Truth in Hollow Nest is always buried deep. How many layers will it pry through? Yeah, he doesn't really talk to us directly. He refers to us as an it, and then sort of just he refers to us in the third person, like we're not right in front of him. So, yes, if you perform the down magic essentially in front of him, then his mask will fly off, but who knows, this could just be another mask. And additionally, upon entering, oh actually, hang on, we've got dialogue. Does it know of the face that hides beneath? Such remarkable contrast the worm conceived. Upon entering the room, there are 3 different masks that he can be wearing, and I don't know if it changes each time you come in. Okay, it does, so that's the second one. There's no different dialogue with each of them, but they're just different masks. And let's see if we can get the third one on the third try. No, okay, it's just gonna, actually, if we hit it off, is it? No, no. No. Okay, so it flies off, and then if we come back, is it going to change? Sorry, I know. This is vastly pointless by you. I want to show them if I can. If it's not different this time, then yeah, there we go. That's the third one. Okay, so those are the 3 masks it has, and that's kind of it. His stuff will always be going, but he seems to know more than he lets on. A very strange person. And now, that is everything that I wanted to show in Deep Nest. That really is it. So now we're going to take a stag ride to the King's Station, is where we're headed next. Note down that change on our map, because we explored it now, and then there he is, the King's Station, because we've got a lot of stuff that we need to give to Lem, and we've got some more stuff to do in the City of Tears actually. But we know if we want to go to Lem, we've got to change off this charm, so take off Defender's Crest and put on, I know what I'll put on, I'll put on Nail Master's Glory. I do like this charm, because I like my I like my nail arts, they're very cool. No, I'll just come back here. Oh. No, thank you. Sail over absolutely everything, because I don't really want to bother fighting it. Don't even need the geo, because we're about to get a bunch of geo from Lem, and I mean a lot, because I don't even know how much stuff we have. Yeah. Thank you, Grimchild. Very nice. Right, yeah, okay, we're getting that. It's not noticeably fast. Well, I mean, it's not like hugely fast. Oh, hi, Lem. Oh, what are you doing out in this miserable downpour? Impressive fountain, isn't it? I'm sure we'd be able to appreciate it more if we weren't both getting drenched. That night up there was an important one. The plaque here mentions its sacrifice, which carries something of an ominous tone. Probably met some sort of horrible end, though it sounds like the knight's goal may have been achieved in the process. In all the relics I've collected, I've yet to find a clue as to what that was. I'll be getting back to the shop soon. If I stay out here too long, I'll get washed into the waterways. Come and visit if you'd like. If you have relics, I mean. I'm not much for chatter. No, you're not really, are you? Who were you, mystery knight? Why no mention beyond your fountain? Right, well, you better be back in your shop, because I've got a lot of stuff to sell you. Nope, that's the waterways. Although we will actually be heading into the waterways. There he is. Oh goodness, nope. Please sell everything. What's that? A Wanderer's Journal? I have so many of these now. Once I get around to deciphering them all, I'll be the preeminent scholar on Hallownest dead. A Wanderer's Journal? It's quite incredible how many of these you've collected. You must have travelled the breadth of the kingdom to accrue such a haul. Well, you're not wrong. Yeah, okay, this has got the same Hallownest Seal. Hallownest Seal. You're a talented collector, right? The best I've met. If you keep at it, I worry I'll run out of space in the shop. Where are you getting all this money? Yeah, same dialogue for that. King's Idol. The King's Idol. I often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing, gleaming figure in a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment in the imagery, though. A ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. It'd do no good to appear a common bug. Well, don't know if it was necessarily a common bug. A King's Idol. Well, there's many of these as you deliver. The other relic seekers are like to think I've gone mad for the king. What other relic seekers? Everyone... There's like no one else around. Ha, who am I kidding? They'll only be jealous of my collection. Find me more. Got one more for you. The King's Idol. Okay, yeah, same thing. And the Arcane Egg. 1,200. An Arcane Egg, eh? Now, this is an ancient thing. These relics are the prize of my profession. There's knowledge hidden within, though it's very difficult, painstaking work to extract. One large understanding can be gleaned, though. This civilization might claim itself the first, but something else did exist within this place before Hallownest. Each egg offers a narrow glimpse into that forgotten age. Well, we're up about 5,000 geo from when we went in, so I consider that pretty good. And now, we're gonna go into the waterways. Actually, would it be quicker to take that exit into the... take that entrance into the basin for what I want to do? Yeah, it would actually be quicker. Right. Because we're gonna go revisit the Dung Defender for purposes which will become clear once we get there. Yeah, so to the ancient basin. Or at least to the entrance to the ancient basin, which we will then use to go into the waterways. Hang on, hang on. Yeah, it's down here. Okay. In we go. Hello everyone. Don't mind us, we're just passing by. Is this the place? Yeah, this is it where he was. So ah, that's here. You've been to her grove. I swore I'd visit, but my duties, my oath. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore me, I'm being foolish. If I'm not careful, I'll sink down into old memories and won't ever come back again. She is a great judge of character, so if she gave you her blessing, you must be something special indeed. I'm barely worthy to be in your presence. Yeah, okay, same as usual. And I'm guessing nothing changed there. Yeah, okay. So that's all he's got to say for us, really. But I think if we head down, okay, no, I was mistaken. Whoops. Alright then. In that case, it's not all wasted because you may have noticed on the map we've got another flame for the Grimchild down here. Oh, okay. That's fine. There we go. There we go. Now, you should be around here somewhere. We should heal up before fighting this. Oh. There he is. These ones are especially big. Though I wouldn't say a hell of a lot hard, much harder than the last ones. Oh, come on. There we go. As usual. Oh, forgot about that attack. Yeah, okay, the pillars. 2 masks of damage each. So, actually, all of their attacks are 2 masks each. So you do want to be careful. Nope. No, thank you. I kind of forgot about this, to be honest. I forgot how much damage they actually did. So, you do want to be prepared before going in for these guys. Oh, okay. There was the pillars. There we go. Got him. That was a close one. But we got him. Whew, okay. Next, we're gonna head to... yes, I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna finally go and take on that thing at the Colosseum of Fools. Got exactly 2,000 Dream Essence. It's quite a good number. But I don't think it's our next, I don't think it's our next boundary to get more stuff. At least, if I'm remembering correctly, I might be wrong. But off we go. Luckily, the resting grounds is just above Kingdom's Edge, so we can just head down from here and then get to the Colosseum very quickly. There we go. And then... Ooh. Hello. I don't really want to deal with you right now, but we should get down fairly quickly, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Thank you. And then, yeah. Drop down, although we'll have to climb most of the way back up, so having this elevator is kind of annoying. This episode might go a bit longer than usual, but that's okay. I don't really mind. There we go. There's his room with just a million bellflies. And here we are in the Colosseum. Yep, okay, same as usual. We're going to change around our charms and then we shall hop in because the compass is not going to do us much good here. And they captured Zod. Really? What do you want, cur? Have you come to laugh at me as well? Fools, did you never consider that being trapped in this cage was precisely what I intended? Yes, by all means, release me into your arena. I am Zod the Mighty, and as soon as I draw my nail life under, your laughter will turn into terror. Leave me be, you lowly worm. I must rest before my great battle. Pray we do not meet in the arena. Sure. Tiso is still here as before. So we're going to take off the compass. We're going to take off the swarm because enemies in here don't drop geo. And we're going to equip defenders and... I guess like grub song just for a nice one slot. There's a couple of good one slots around. That's one of them. Some nice extra soul never goes amiss. Okay, so and having the Grimchild is pretty good because it's easy damage. Trial of the Warrior, fight for Geo and a Charm Notch. Wouldn't mind another Charm Notch. Let's do it. Off we go. It's a different loading icon in the corner. It's quite cool. Hello. Here we are. This is the Colosseum. Ow. So yeah, those guys, basic sword and shield. Not too much to be afraid of. They just perform a couple of swipes and not too hard if you just bounce off them. Very basic guys. But, I mean, they are the starters, so, you know, they're not supposed to be hard. These guys, upgraded version of the Balders from before, from a long time ago, really. They have more health, and that's kind of it, actually. But more health can be annoying when there's that many of them. And when there's this many of them, I mean, it's just a pain. Luckily, if you just do that, you're going to wear them down pretty quickly. And usually get hit at least once, because it's bad at the game, I guess. Fine. Thank you. Extra soul is coming in handy. Oh, that's what you didn't hit. Okay, well. There we go. Oh, these guys. They chuck these at you, they can also make swipes. And you can also hit them back. I don't know if they can actually do damage like this. I don't think I've ever done it before. But you want to be careful. Ow. I believe these are the armoured fools, if I'm not much mistaken. No, the sturdy fools, my mistake. The previous ones were the, what are they called? The shielded fools, and the upgraded Balders were known as the sharp Balders, and it's everyone's favourite, the primal aspids. Everyone loves them, don't they? No. But, no like I always say, they can't hurt you if they're dead. Ow. Okay, unfortunately, these ones aren't. Okay, okay, that is quite enough from you. I do understand why they can be annoying, I just don't think they're quite as bad as everyone says they are. When the platforms start to shake, that usually means they're going to fold up and go away. You want to mix up a lot of stuff with all your nail arts and stuff. Obviously taking in any exploration charms into here is widely disadvised, because they're not that useful. Careful there. Oh. Now we got a lower ceiling, which isn't too much of a problem, but it can get annoying. Luckily we can hit through this ceiling, so that Bowser's just gonna roll into the spikes, as is that one. You're gonna die before you can get a chance off to shoot. Now what now? Oh, bench flies. Could be a lot worse. Oh! It's been a while since we saw one of you, the bench fly king. But luckily, you're still the same strength, I'm pretty sure. And we're a lot stronger. So honestly, not that hot. Nope. Nope. So yeah, this wave is sort of works on the system where as soon as you defeat one, another one arrives, but you can take as long as you want with the previous ones. So like these guys, nothing will spawn until you defeat one of them. It will only ever be 2 at a time. That's not for the whole trial, that's just for this bit of it. It's a whole mix of different enemy types. Some of them are very annoying, some of them are manageable. Some of them, sometimes it's just one Bowser rolling at you slowly. Which, luckily, I can just about manage. And sometimes they lower the ceiling and then chuck more Bowsers at you. There we go. I do highly recommend nail arts for this, with the Nail Master's glory, of course. And now some of these guys that belong in the crossroads and nowhere else, but apparently they're here now. Which is fine. Ow. Yeah, same as usual, they drop those on you, and they explode when you kill them. And yes, this is actually quite a good place to grind up the journal, if necessary. Oh! Oh, the Gru's mothers. I forgot they showed up in this, to be honest. But just as with the Vengefly King, we've increased dramatically in strength. They haven't, so they go down in about 3 hits, and they don't explode into a bunch of children this time. They just explode. Now. Oh. Big. Scary. Really? Well, it's been a long time coming, I guess. Yeah, Zote isn't, Zote can't really do a lot. This flurry attack against you, does nothing. When he jumps, he usually falls over. He physically cannot deal you any damage. You cannot lose this fight. It is impossible, and this is the reason I wanted to go to deepness before doing this. There was no way I was going to miss this. So you just sort of smack him around, and he's got a surprising amount of health, but other than that, not much to speak of. Well, there's that Geo we promised. How much is it going to be? 1,000? 1,012 seems like an odd number. He's stuck on his skull. Go on, Kerr, scurry away, lest I humiliate you further. Yeah, sure. We'll just take our time watch and go. Thank you, Zoe. Bye. At least he's still alive. It'd be harsh to end him completely. Yes, I suppose we'll pay to open the Trial of the Conqueror. Very well then, a new trial is open to you. I hope your performance is spectacular. And now we've got a little thing there above the trial thing, which is nice. So then, yeah, obviously he's not down here in the cage anymore. And Tiso's also gone, strangely enough. And look at that, our brand new charm notch. Isn't that just lovely? So now we can have all of that. And Nail Master's glory, which is excellent. So let's yeah, no, we'll end the episode here. So I was just considering if I should do something else, but no, we'll end it here. So on this episode of Hollow Knight, we met the mysterious mask maker, cashed in a lot of stuff with Lem, checked in with the Dung Defender, and finally came here to the Coliseum of Fools and found out what happened to Zota after we saw him in Deep Nest. Next time, I think we might take on the next trial and see if we can do it that. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!